Hello.
Hello again.
This is another chat video. And today's subject is Treetender.
It's Steam.
Well, and
Seals.
Steam Seal to be specific.
Steam sales.
Oh yeah, is currently going on.
Yeah, it's currently going on. There's a Steam sale with some very good deals. You get the games much cheaper than they usually are.
What have you bought so far, Treetender?
I bought, let me see, Bastion. It's a little indie game. I also bought, I don't know. Yes, Just Cause 2. And also bought some Borderlands 2 DLC.
And were they good games?
Not. They were okay. They weren't amazing. Thing is, with Steam sales, you often end up buying things you didn't really want in the first place, but you're like, "Hey, that's a good deal. Let's buy that." And that's what happened to me as well.
Yeah, I was thinking about it with one of the games, but I ended
I
up
didn't really
not buying
know
it.
much about Just Cause 2. I just saw like one video of it, and that's basically it. And I saw it was on a very cheap deal, like 75% off, and I'm sure. Or
Yeah,
80,
it was only like €2.
2 to 3 euros. Yes, that's the price of like 2 drinks or something. So that's very cheap indeed.
Well, I bought Heroes of Might and Magic 5
Oh yes.
Tribes of the East expansion, because I have the original, but not the Steam version. I also bought Batman Arkham Asylum Game of the Year edition and Bioshock 2. I'm having quite fun actually. Pretty good games.
Yeah, indeed.
They went expensive. I think I paid a total of €12, something like that.
12 euros. Yes.
Maybe a little more.
Yeah, the games are in a good deal, but at the same time, it all adds up. All of those little bits, you know. You
Yeah, I
end
know.
up buying things, and you're like, "Well, this is a good deal, isn't it?" But you often pay like multiple games, and you end up spending like quite a lot of money in total. So
I haven't bought that much this year, but last year or was it a winter sale? I don't remember.
I think it was Winter Steel. Winter Steel was a good one, I think.
Oh, a bit of lag.
But yeah, as I said, I bought Bastion and Just Cause 2, but I didn't really want those two things. I mean, they are decent games, but I was like, just bought them because of they were on a good deal, not because they were actually games that I wanted. I mean, I'm still having fun with those two, but were they really worth it? The money that I put into it? Because Steam tends to make you buy things if you not already noticed. Like with the. Did you disconnect?
Yeah, I did. Okay, have an error.
Like with the Steam trading cards, for example, you want to level up your Steam profile, and they want you to make. They want you to spend money on those trading cards to level up and stuff. They also want to make you spend more money in the store, because that gets extra cards for when you spend the money.
Oh yeah, the training cards.
Yeah.
My Minecraft
Yeah.
just crashed.
Steam tends to do that. So, oh yes.
So
Should
my
we-
recording may not work.
Let's pause for a second. I'll tell you.
Back. Sorry about that.
So
my game
about the
just crashed.
interruption. Yes, you crashed.
So we were talking about the trading cards. As you guys see, a lot of these games that are in daily sale are having the trading cards added.
Yeah, I noticed this. Every time there's like new set of daily deals, they tend to release it with this new trading card system.
Actually have a lot of these games already, so that's why I haven't bought so many this time. Treetender, still there?
Yeah, sorry. I'm just fighting some enemies here. Oh. Ow, I'm going to die. I think. Yes.
So yeah, one thing I noticed was that not all packages have the same discount. Yeah, sometimes discount on individual games, but not on the whole package. So you have to be careful for that. Also another tip, if a game of a certain franchise is on sale, most of the other games of the same franchise also have a discount.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Not always the case, but it's worth checking out if you look for something. For example, Tomb Raider yesterday, the entire franchise was on sale.
Yeah, and at first there were like the first games of Tomb Raider, I'm not sure. They were on sale for like 80 cents.
Yeah, it changed, I think, because I wanted
Yeah.
to check back later and it was €2 per game.
It's a shame it's changed, but you can see some of the games can be incredibly cheap, and it's a good time to get them at these times. So
It's always worth checking out because price can change even when it's on deal, like Tomb Raider.
yeah, indeed.
But there was something else you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, another piece of advice: if you are going to buy a game, even if it's like a really cheap deal, like the one that I bought, I looked them up first. I looked videos of them first. Looked up reviews on how they were. For example, Just Cause 2. And if they sound reasonable, okay, yes, then you should buy it, no problem. But if they're like very bad games or they have bad developers, happens as well, then you should kind of avoid them, I guess.
Yeah, one of the community choices earlier. I think it's still going on, the community choice for Infestation or something.
Investigation. It's basically Warzy, but they had to change the name due to copyright, legal issues, and stuff like that. So.
I don't know much about the game itself, other from what people say.
Yeah. And I guess it's a good example of bad developers.
I watched one video and the animation was horrible.
The animation was horrible, texture horrible. Developers as well aren't very kind, to say the least.
Yeah.
So that's why you kind of have to look up: is the game worth it? Even for a very low price, is it worth it? You should to support the developers more so. Some of the developers, in my opinion, don't really deserve to be supported. Most of them do, because making games costs a lot of money, and if people only buy games when they are on sale, can hurt the developer even. But because they sell their copies at a low price.
My game is having problems again.
Yeah. You are running the server after all.
Yeah.
It must hurt your computer.
It's pretty odd because we recorded one of these videos earlier, and I didn't have any problems, but now...
Yeah, we are running Fear to Beast, so...
So anyways, I think we have said all we wanted to say.
Yeah, and leave your opinion in the comments. We like to discuss things with other people, so definitely do that.
Basically, what you have to remember from this video is do some research before you buy things, even if it's cheap.
Even if it's cheap,
it adds up. It adds up.
All the games you buy adds up, even if they are cheap. If you buy multiple games, you can end up spending lots of money without you even realizing it. So.
Yeah, keep an eye on money. So, and I see you later.
Bye guys, and take care.